welcome to A Quiet Evening, a little game about having a mug of iced tea which stares back at you, which sounds very interesting, so let's start. You're sitting at the desk on a slow Monday evening. The sun is setting gently over the hedge that blocks most of your view from the outside world. The AC unit hums softly in the background as it has throughout the day. Reach out for your mug of iced tea, but only damp ceramic stares back at you. Can either ask my partner or get up for a refill. Might as well get up ourselves. We need to do a bit of a stretch. The kitchen is already bathed in salty grey half dark. The fridge blazes dark bluish light at you. Your eyes fall down to the shelf in dismay. There's no iced tea bottle waiting for you there. You look over your shoulder to see it sadly sitting in the sink, waiting to be rinsed out before it can be filled again with tomorrow's brew. Are we out of iced tea? You asked out loud. In the living room, your partner's voice rises from behind the drawing table. Yes, unfortunately, I believe so. That's why I asked you if you wanted any earlier. You pout, take a nice deep breath. Then, well, that's just fucked up, you say, and then the swearing does help. Sure is. Partner sympathizes from their workstation. I guess I'll go for some milk then, you mutter. Oh, can I have some too? Sure, you want sugar with that? Sorry, I think we're down to the bottom of that too. Can I offer you some sparkling water in these trying times? No, you want sugar with that? You both drink milk and all is good in the world. You sit back down and return to your little things in the soft light of the summer evening. The end. Okay, that's a very quick one. Okay, we gotta apparently reload to start again. Okay, we'll get up for a refill and we'll try the bottom one. Okay, feel a little bad for drinking the last of the milk, but you gave your partner some of your precious sparkling water, so all in all it's a fair trade. Sit back down and return to your little things in the soft light of the summer evening. The end. Okay, let's try this again, but we're going to ask our partner to serve us some. You get to your feet and across the room to poke at your partner's shoulder. Please, Yuku, may I please have another cup of tea? Your partner looks up from the table, telltale frown on their forehead. So when I asked you earlier if you wanted any, because this was the last mug. Sorry. Oh, no worries, you say, because it's not their fault if you've never been physically able to pay attention to anything in your life, even though it quite frankly sucks a fair amount. Guess I'll drink some milk or something. Oh, milk sounds good. Can I have some too? Oh. I guess that's it. Well, that was extremely short. I thought there might be a little bit more to this, but oh no, a nice little quick read. But yeah, I mean, wish there could have been more, but yeah, neither here nor there. If for whatever reason you want to check this out for yourself, link will be down in the description below, and I guess we'll be moving on to better things than drinking tea. Welcome to How to Make a Meatball, a text adventure game about meatballs, which is, I think, very self-explanatory, but anyway, let's start the game. How many birds does it take to take a meatball? 1. Chef bird. 4. To form a study group and find out. No, chef bird. Chef bird will not make the meatball as he is not paid to. I mean, yeah, fair enough, we gotta pay him. How much will the bird get? Sure. Maximum amount, 25. Very glad to see you care about his cooking so much. Pocket is nearly empty, but it should be worth it for the meatball. Hell yeah. What ingredients will you give him? Both of these sound so good. Yeah, we're going for beef and onions. Bird begins cooking the meatball. Cooking. Meatball is done. Beautiful beef and onion meatball. Fortunately, it cost a bird's life. Oh, no. On the proper funeral rites, yeah, of course. Go to the chef outside and offer him a prayer that his soul will go to heaven forever. However, the duck was a Buddhist, so he's already reincarnated. Now the meatball. How do you wrap it in? carry it in my hands. Good way to keep it safe and close. Good idea. And we're also not creating more plastic or tin foil to, trash the planet even more. Carry the meatball into the church. Lay the meatball upon the altar. It is a moment of great importance. Close your eyes and think back on your journey. You grab the serial killer Jonathan's hand before you can stab him in the back. You are far more good than he is, and he, sensing this, cries with regret. Satan. What the fuck? What the fuck had just happened? Too many weird things happened. This altar screen suddenly screams with light. The world disappears. All you can see are two images in front of you. The elf, an egg, and a tree. What is going on? Egg, sure. You hold the egg in your hand. Deep in your heart, you know that to make a meatball, it must hatch. How will you hatch it? Warm it, I guess. How will you warm it? Sit on it. Find a bird. Walking around the direction until you find a small tree. Nestled into a branch is a bird. Nest the bird inside. The bird inside looks at you inquisitively, sure of what you are here for. Connect to nature and communicate with the bird. Try to sneak the egg into its nest, look into its eyes. Sure, let's connect to nature. You stand completely still, closing your eyes. Push your thoughts into the direction of the bird, trying to tell it what you want. You open your eyes. Nothing happens. Guess you're not enough of a hippie. God damn it. Okay. Let's try to sneak the egg in, I guess. Walk on the tree, trying to escape the bird's gaze, but its eyes follow you relentlessly. Be genuine. You walk towards the bird and present it with the egg. It looks at you and ruffles its feathers, moving to the side a little. You're relieved. Put the egg in the nest. Slide the egg into the nest, taking care to not disturb the bird. After you step back, the bird sits on top of the egg. Seconds later, the bird ruffles its feathers and steps off the egg. Looks at you, then back at the egg. Check it out. Look into the bird nest. Where the egg was, there is now a meatball. Wake up. Wake up from your dream in the church. The spirit feels stronger. There's no soul in the church. You are alone. The front door is open by only a few inches, light spilling through. All this feels like a fucking fever dream. Jesus. I don't know how to feel about any of this. But let's open the door, I guess. Open the door, flash of light envelops you. The end. Yep, that sounds about right. Yep, that's totally how you make a meatball. So weird. Well, I can't seem to go back and make any different choices, so I guess this is the end. That was a weird ass experience, but I am definitely here for it. Whatever gets your creative juices flowing, I guess. By making meatballs like this. And that was a weird experience, but yeah, I liked it. You guys want to play this for yourself or whatever fucking weird reason and see what any of the other options lead to, be my guest and check out the link in the description below for this game. And with that, we'll be moving on to whatever game is next. Welcome to Weird Little Guys. This is a text adventure type game about a cat who, or more specifically your cat, who is requesting treats. Sounds cute, so why not start playing this? My cat is mewing at me, staring with his bright eyes, pupils big and round, whiskers twitching as I look over them. Could it be a treat they want? Kitchen to get the bag of treats. Don't see them in their usual spot. Hole is there, yawning before me. Something large enough to put my arm through. Thickly sweet and rotten aromas. Human cat just beyond the mouth of the mysterious opening. Cat first before we start sticking our hand in holes we should be doing. Call for a cat. No answer. Call out again. A bit louder now. Still no answer. Please, I scream. Worried I'll never see my angel again. Are you there? Googling sound starts. Okay, if you're giving me the option, sure, why not? Let's dig into the hole. Substance scorches under my hands and smears over my arms. The tunnel opens up a more spacious. Reached in up to my elbow. Reach one deeper, cause if we're gonna go in, we're gonna go all in. Press my body flat to the ground and scoop myself forward, stomach churning at the smell even close to my face. My bicep presses through the opening up to my shoulder as my hand searches darkness beyond it. I feel something soft, a familiar texture, fur. The stroker is ringing with fear as I feel it shudder under my touch. Fur disappears, and in its place, textured yet smooth and fleshy something. Pull your arm out. Coil in terror, yanking my arm out from the hole, nearly dislocating my shoulder. Get to my knees, breathing labored, then scramble to my feet. Move away and slowly press my back to the refrigerator, overtaking my eyes off the hole. Something is moving in there. Something is coming back out. My eyes go wide as I see a thick, pinkish hued tentacle. It's liquid blood and a sickly jelly slowly snake out from within the opening. It seems to be searching for something. My blood runs cold as I hear it in my mind. Wait, don't go. Nope, I'm out. Why are my legs not working? Could have what? Nope, I'm out of here. Grab the keys from the hook on the wall as I burst through the front door. The night breeze is cool and chills my sweat-soaked body to the bone. I take 5 seconds to lock my front door, as if that will help. Feet down the stairs of my apartment. Tears stream down my face. My chest burns as I run to my car. 3 blocks over in a parking garage. I open the door with urgency, fiddling with the keys to activate the ignition. It starts. I drive. I run so far away. I start a new life somewhere fresh yet mundane. Didn't have much beside my car, my wallet, money in my accounts, and the clothes on my back. I made the best of it. Ignored the calls and texts and emails of those I left behind. Landlord auctioned off all my things. Cats were good enough for adoption. Family struggled to understand how I could have leave them all behind. It's honestly easier than I expected. But on something like that, how could I ever go back to what once was? How could I pretend everything was okay? But now, I was okay. I was safe. I was alive. Well, at least for a little while. Get to play again. Begins. Okay, let's ask, what could it want? Move closer. I softly call my cat's name and reach out a hand to the tentacle. Wraps itself around my wrist. Feel soft vibrations emanating from it into my body. Breathing slows, my shoulders relax. I can feel the familiar sensation I get when I cuddle my sweet fur baby. In my head I hear a voice. Thank you for being unafraid. I've been trying to show you this for some time. Who are you? Tentacle retreats into the hole as my cat reappears. Eyes bright and flashing proudly. Saunter up to me, purring and rubbing the soles on my ankles and calves. I pick them up, taking a dishcloth to aid in cleaning off any goo left in their fur, but find none. They lick me. Not to worry, it's part of me. It's part of who I am. I'm sorry for the fright, but I didn't know any other way to communicate. Had to touch you in my true form to be able to speak to you. Are you okay? I'm doing better than expected. You know, eldritch horror being in my cupboards and all. Cat's previously tense body relaxes in my arms. Oh, thank goodness. I was hoping you'd say that. People were stranded on your planet eons ago. Not since the great Egyptians have we been comfortable with humans. knowing our secrets. I've gotten permission to tell just one, and that someone is you. Tell me, how do you feel about outer space? Sure, I wish to see the galaxy, because why not? I'm so pleased you'd like to do so, you reply, headbutting my hand for more pets. Maybe you can help build a ship so we can return home. You belong to me, I belong to you. I shall keep you safe no matter what planet we're on. Pause for a moment, uncertainty splayed across my face. They licked my cheeks affectionately. The following day, I purchased a special backpack just for them. Head to the Science Museum, local university, across the country and overseas. Relocate answers, make new friends and visit their people. Rebuild. Till the day finally comes to say goodbye. The final day. The other humans never saw it coming. Hundreds of thousands of tiny ships. One large ship from my hometown took to the sky in the dead of night. As the sun rose, we were but a dusting of dots across the horizon, before we broke through Earth's atmosphere. Hands left behind dominated news cycles for weeks. New veterinarians, animal experts, and even world leaders stomped and barefoot. Most spotted cats stayed behind, loving the humans even harder in the absence of their clan. Two of us, my sweet angel and me, lived happily ever after, sailing among the stars, finally free. But who knew that one of our cats would turn out to be an alien? I'm gonna play again and just see what happens. We'll try get maybe one or two more endings, but yeah, I want to see what happens if we pick them up. Pick them up and sniff the fur on the crown of their head. Seem pleased, but still they mew. Rub my cheek against them and do a slow blink. We blink back. Russell get down from my embrace and, once on the ground, walks into the kitchen, pausing to look back at me. He'll go sit back down. I shake my head confused. They disappear in the kitchen. It's not treat time. It begins. Oh, and we just cycle back through anyway, so we're gonna... Okay, well, I want to see what happens if we go buy more treats. Head back to the living room to find my shoes. Slip them on and walk past the kitchen and the front door. Grab my keys on the way. As my cat is gone and into the kitchen confused. Okay, well, that just loops around anyway, so we don't have much choices of anything else, so... Well, I guess I'll be ending it there then. It wasn't kidding about being weird, it's literally in the title. And who knew that, yeah, one of our cats was actually not a cat, but an alien being. At least we got to go see the stars, so... All's well that ends well, I guess. Yeah, anyway, if you guys want to check this out for yourself, maybe try out a few of the other options I didn't try, link will be down in the description below, and yeah, we'll be moving on to another game. Welcome to Meena. This is a little game about a sandcat and his dreams. Sounds very adorable, so let's start. You are a cat. A small cat. Very small cat. The smallest cat. A sandcat. And at this moment you are walking through the desert in the middle of the night. Wind blows over your fur. Wind blowing over your fur reminds you that you should be asleep right now. But there's something else afoot that has your attention. Tracks. And let's observe the tracks. You carefully look at the tracks to understand what you're dealing with. They are small, faint, and infrequent, not wide enough for a lizard or long enough for a hare. These must belong to a mouse. Let's follow the mouse tracks. You follow the tracks. For a while, it seems like there is no end in sight for these tracks, but in your heart, you know you are getting closer to this mouse. Keep following the tracks. At this point you are not sure if you're walking or if the wind is carrying you, but still you persist. Nice pun there. Eventually you see a sand dune ahead of you. The tracks seem to go uphill. As you climb the hill, they seem to be going to the left of it. Which tracks do you follow? Let's go left. Might as well follow them. You follow the tracks on the left. After moving past a series of small rocks, you see a pond and a bush. Next to the bush, you see the shadow of a mouse, shaking. What could it be doing? Ready yourself for the hunt. Let's sneak up on them and see what's happening. Quietly move towards the pond. As soon as you step in the pond, you feel a sudden jolt and jump backwards. The water is cold. You think of other ways to sneak up on the mouse, but it looks like the pond is the only way. If you want to go through the pond, you would need to embrace the water and become Water Cat. Become Water Cat, commit to sneaking, or stay a stand cat, chase the cat. Hell yeah, let's become Water Cat. Become Water Cat and walk through the cold pond. Power through until you reach the bush. Quietly move through it until you see the mouse nibbling on some grass. You get into the position to pounce. You crouch and put your belly close to the ground. You take a deep breath. You shake your hair. Pounce. Leap out of the pond and attack the mouse. One swipe of the paw. Mouse roll over and his eyes have X on them as it sticks its tongue out. You successfully hunted this mouse. Eat it. You're about to eat the mouse when suddenly a large gust of wind pushes you and you fly across the desert. Pull the mouse in your mouth as you are propelled towards another sand dune. Brace for impact. Wake up in a sand burrow, now in the early morning. You don't know how long you've been here, but you feel smaller than you did before, and colder than you did before. Probably because you didn't eat the mouse. You must find the mouse, eat it, and return to the cat you once were. Sure, let's find it. Can't be too far away. Worked hard to catch that mouse. Power through and became a water cat for it. You will roam to the ends of the earth to find this mouse, and eat it. Or into the desert. Embark on the journey to find the mouse. The journey through the desert in the pursuit of that mouse. Even though the sun is out and the wind feels cold, looks like you're going to start sleeping during nights again. You should find a good place before the moon comes back, but you're currently looking for that mouse. What do? We'll look for a place to sleep and the mouse. Well, that sounds like we can kill two bads. Or, can I look for the mouse and a place to sleep? Why? Because your brain cannot handle two separate tasks. I can say we can kill two birds with one stone, but I guess not. You're just a cat, after all. A small cat. Very small cat. The smallest cat. A sand cat. The fact that you can even one task is commendable. So what do? Do we keep looking for the mouse or look for a good place to sleep instead? Well, we might as well look for a good place to sleep. We'll need the energy if we want to keep looking for the mouse. Food is good and all, but sleep is very important for cats, especially after the night you've had. Besides, sleep would make you feel rested, which would only help for looking for the mouse. My thoughts exactly. This is possibly the best idea any cat has ever had. Good job. Yay. Continue moving through the desert. The sun is at its peak. It beams hit you with a reassuring warmth. Normally there isn't a lot happening in the desert, but it's enough for you. That is not the case right now. If we see, there is another sand cat walking in the distance. Question sand cat's presence. Question what other cat should be doing here. Last you checked, you were the only sand cat you know. Is this sand cat trying to impersonate you so it can steal your identity? Something doesn't feel right about this sand cat. Let's chase it. Decided to chase the sand cat. Can't wait to find out if it wants to steal your identity. You need to act meow now. There's no time for perfect positioning. You start running. No matter how fast you run, the other sandcat is simply too fast for you. You lose sight of it, as if it completely disappeared in the sand. We might as well just give up, because we're wasting our energy on this stupid thing. It's hard to give up on a sandcat. If you chasing it after it, scared it so much that it started running away from you. Yes, this is exactly what happened. That sandcat was no match for you. Queen of sandcats. Good job. Keep looking for a place to sleep. Rain made you a little tired and you would need a nap sooner rather than later. But you continue looking for a place to sleep, when suddenly you notice something. Two creatures that you've never seen before seem to be carrying something on their backs. Investigate creatures. Observe the creatures. They look like each other, and they seem to be carrying mountains on their back. But how and why? Let's smell them. You smell the creatures with the mountains. Make you feel unsafe, but you power through. Something special about these creatures' smells. Try to go back in for a more thorough smell, but the creature moves a little and you instinctively back off. Suddenly the creatures with the mountains look at you and blink their eyes. All of a sudden you feel comfortable. Question why? Don't you know these creatures with the mountains, and they don't know you? But this act of blinking reminds you of a sandcat you once knew. It would make you feel safe. You suspect these creatures are the same. They are just bigger and carrying sand dunes on their back. Trust the creatures with the mountains. Now that you trust the creatures with the mountains, you take a moment to remember what you were doing. Ah yes, you were looking for a place to sleep, but you don't know where that would be. You are also feeling hungry. Maybe they know a good place to sleep? Okay, we can ask the creatures with the mountains where you could sleep. Consider eating the creatures with the mountains. No, they'd be nice to us, so ask them where we can sleep. Ask the creatures with the mountains if they know a good place to sleep near the structure. You do this by making chirping noises. The creatures do not chirp back, they only blink. Looks like they don't know a good place to sleep. Now getting sleepier and hungrier. Strongly consider eating the creatures. They demand them to help you find a place to sleep. You demand the creatures with the mountains tell you if they know a good place to sleep. Do this by meowing. Creatures with mountains do not respond, so you meow even louder. Creatures with the mountains still do not respond. Now you are getting angry. Now we can seriously consider eating the creatures. Creatures with the mountains cannot help you. You're never going to find a place to sleep. It's all their fault. You know what you have to do. Eat the creatures with the mountains. You get in position to pounce. Crouch and put your belly close to the ground. Take a deep breath and shake your rear. Suddenly you notice their bellies. Something familiar there. See another creature with a mountain on its back. You see yourself going to its belly. Instinctively you start drinking from it. This creature has milk. Even though you can't taste it, milk feels nourishing. Feeling is something you've longed to feel for a while. Stop remembering and instantly run to the belly of the creature, or one of the creatures with the mountains, and begin drinking. Belly feels warm. You don't feel hungry anymore. In fact, you start to feel your strength from before come back to you. You could become even stronger from drinking more milk. Sure, why not? Keep drinking the milk. Completely lose track of time. You have everything you need in the world right now. But as you open your eyes to readjust your pores, you notice something is standing next to you. What is that? On the side of your eye, you see another creature that you've never seen before. It seems to want to put its paw on you. Now, normally you would have run away or attacked the creature for food. Drinking all this milk makes you feel at peace, that nothing worries you. Keep drinking milk and hope the creature goes away. Keep drinking the milk and close your eyes for a bit. Imagine a warm burrow. It'd be really nice to sleep in one. Suddenly you feel something on your fur. The creature has its paw on you. Attack, hiss, or continue drinking. Let's continue drinking. Sure, the creature is only just petting us. Continue drinking the creature's milk while the creature pats its paw on you. It feels odd at first, but it starts to feel comforting. You feel very content right now. Eventually, you stop drinking the milk, but you let the creature pet you. You begin to feel like you can trust this creature when suddenly you hear a loud noise that makes the creature go away. Turn to drinking more creature milk. Okay, sure. Go back to drinking more creature milk. Before you can drink something, you hear another noise. You can make out what most of it is, but you can make sense of one word. Meena. What is Meena? Turn around to see where the noise came from and see a larger creature that looks like the other creature. It keeps making the noise Meena, but you don't know what that means. Are you Meena? Or is it just something these creatures say? Suddenly, the creature from before appears with an object on its paws. You thought the creature was gone after patting you with its paws. Yet the creature is still here. It is coming towards you. Let's hide behind the creatures. Hide behind the creatures with the milk. The creature comes near you and places an object on the sand before backing up from you and the object. Large creature says, Meena, again. Maybe the object is Meena? Investigate the object. Let's smell it. Let's smell the object. It smells familiar, but you don't know what it is. Suddenly you feel a rumble in your belly. The object must be food. Let's attack the object just to be safe. Sure, why not? Tap the object. It feels similar, like flesh. The rumble in your belly gets stronger. This object is definitely food. Let's eat it. At first, you don't feel like eating the food. Your belly is full of milk, but you don't want this food to go to waste, so you make a noble sacrifice. You have eaten all the food. And now we demand more food. Yep, sounds like our cats trying to convince us that they haven't been fed in years, even though they just got fed like 5 minutes ago. You yell a loud mew to indicate that you would like more food. Creatures don't respond, only make noises. Try to blink at the creatures to see if they understand this. There must be some miscommunication because now both the creatures are trying to put their paws on you. Let them paw you or back away and demand food once again. Sure, let's demand food once again. You back up from the creatures and make yourself look big. Don't fully trust them yet. Start meowing loudly to explain that you want food, not paws. Larger creature says Meena again. Suddenly the little creature runs away. Larger creature extends its paws at you. Let's follow the little creature. You decide to follow the little creature. Maybe it can guide you to more food and where Meena is. And you do so. You hear the little creature making noises, and then another noise that also says Meena. Is there another creature there? Mentally prepared to investigate this when suddenly a little creature appears with some food. You hurriedly follow the little creature. You can smell the food. Even after all the milk and food from before, you somehow have room in your small belly. The little creature places it in front of you and backs away. You go towards the food when suddenly another creature appears. It startles you and you instinctively make yourself big while backing out from the food. Well, we're here, so might as well commit to eating the food. Commit to eating more food, even though the new creature makes you uneasy. Food is too tasty to ignore. You hurriedly munch down on the food. You finish the food, you look up and see the creature trying to put its paws on you. Run away. Run away from the structure. The new creature has too many creatures for a day. Try to run far, but you are full of milk and food. You make it up a small hill. Here you can see the creatures are far from you. No one is coming for you. This feels like a safe place for now. The warmth of the sun feels just right on your fur. Just rest. You notice a burrow next to you and curl up in it. The sun feels just warm enough to make today feel like yesterday. You've had a big day today. All the tide is catching up to you. All the food and milk is making you sleepy. Let's take a nap. Find yourself hopping around. You're in the middle of the desert, all by yourself. You're looking for something, perhaps a place to sleep. No, you're running from something. It's keep running. It's hard to keep running, except you can't run, only hop. It takes a few moments for you to adjust to hopping. The more you do it, it feels more natural than running. In fact, it feels good to pounce around. Let's frolic in the sand. You decide to hop around in the sand. Whatever's chasing you can wait. The feeling you got for hopping around with such speed and grace is special. You want to enjoy this forever. As you move on the sand, you call home. Suddenly, you're tackled by a hare. That's our sound. You wake up from your nap. The moon is out and the winds are cold. Let's do a big stretch, hell yeah. Do a big stretch. Hell yeah. Biggest stretch for the biggest kitty. Just an extra eye. There we go. And then we can do a big yawn. Hell yeah. Yep. This girl got one more eye? Yep, there it is. Oh no, couple more eyes. Suddenly you feel your belly rumble. Seems like you are hungry. You see the creatures with milk are still around. Okay, let's look for them. Turn around to see if the creatures with the milk are still behind you. They are still next to the structure. You hurriedly make your way... make your way to a creature's belly and start drinking milk. Briefly forget how cold this night is. If there's a sufficient amount of milk, lead the creatures and notice the structure next to you. Let's consider climate. Yeah, let's consider climbing it. Something about it compels you to climb it. It could be a whole new world up there. You could be the first cat to see it. Yes, let's commit to climbing. You commit to climbing the structure, but how can you accomplish this? Upon looking at the structure, you realize that the surface would make it easy for you to climb the structure with your claws. Obviously, this is a cat tower, I'm assuming. But you could also jump on the creatures with the milk, also the creatures with mountains. Now, let's use our claws. Let's get some use out of them. Use your claws to climb the structure. It's slow at first, but eventually digging your claws into the surface of the structure starts to feel natural. Without even realizing, you find yourself halfway up the structure. Looking around, you notice that the mountains on the creatures' backs are within reach. You could jump on them. Sure, let's jump on them. Why not? Manage to jump on one of the mountains. Here it seems like you can easily reach the top of the structure. Show your paws and jump. Manage to see the top of the structure, but your paws don't make it there. Luckily your instincts kick in and you manage to dig your claws near the top of the structure. Go to the top. Like a shaky. Go to the top of the structure and look around to see the desert around you. There seems to be a pond next to this structure. You move around a bit and realize that the surface of the structure feels incredible in your paws. You rub your head on it a few times before sitting down. You could get used to this. Suddenly, you hear a noise, a sound. Look in the distance and see wolves coming towards the structure. This is not good. This is not good at all. You want to run, but you realize something. You don't know how to get out this structure. You ask the creatures with the milk for help. You ask the creatures with milk for help by explaining to them that you need to get down from this structure in order to run away from the wolves. Again, they do not seem to understand you. You try to blink at them, but realize they cannot look up and see you blinking. Look around the top of the structure to find a way down. But before you can do anything, see that the wolves are outside the structure and they're looking at your direction. Doesn't look like they can see you, but they can see the creatures. Jump on the walls or jump on the creatures? Let's jump on the creatures. Land on the creatures and attempt to claw them to catch yourself. Then they shake you off and you land on the ground. Wolf sees this as an opportunity to catch you and comes towards you. Before it can reach you, the creatures with the milk stomp their feet and hits the wolf's tail. This heard a loud whimper and begins running away. Tumble down and as all the wolves run away from where you are. Creatures with the milk have saved you from danger. You go after the wolves to make sure they are gone. Suddenly you hear a noise from behind and notice all the creatures from earlier outside the structure. A big scary creature is holding a tree. Let's run away into the desert. Run into the desert. Worry that the scary creature will chase after you with a tree for disturbing it. Keep running. Keep running into the desert. At some point you feel a gust of wind on your back. It's not cold, but rather it's gently pushing you forward. Brace this to keep running for a few moments. And a few more moments, and there we go. Suddenly you hear a voice. I've been watching you, little one. Stop in your tracks and look behind you. A gust of wind is gone. Instead is a creature. It seems to be glowing like fire. Come here, little one. Sure. You go to the creature. It begins to speak. You have had quite the look. You have quite. Try again. You have had quite the adventure, little one. I know you wouldn't understand this, but today you did me a great service. You brought some light into my family's lives and saved them from grave danger. I'm grateful to you for your bravery and curiosity. I'll get what it's trying to say. I want to reward you, little one. What is it you most desire? That's all the creature milk sand cat could ever ask for. Ask to be safe from wolves at all times. Ask for a warmer structure to sleep in. Ask the creature if it can help you find that mouse. Ask for a secret fifth thing. Ooh, I want to know a secret fifth thing. Ask the creature for a secret fifth thing. Creature makes a sound before speaking again. Very well, little one. Your wish is granted. Creature begins to glow brightly. Close your eyes as it gets brighter. Farewell, little one. I will be watching you. Open your eyes. Open your eyes and find yourself at the edge of a small mountain. Ahead of you lies a sea of creatures like little ones you saw before. But they don't seem to be moving. They're bowing towards you. Sit there and wonder why they would do such a thing. For a few moments, you walk away into the desert. Oh, so it's been worshipped. Hell yeah. The end. And what a time for it to start raining too. But yeah, man, I like that story. That was a cute little story. My two cats, Nala and Jaworski, for supporting me during the long nights of development and making me wonder about the dreams that they dream. Oh, that's cute. But that was a nice little story. I liked it. I'm assuming it could go different ways, different options, or different choices, but if you guys want to see what those choices would lead to, the link will be down in the description below for this, and we'll be moving on to another game.